Hi, this is a quick tutorial on how to make paragraph styles and character styles. So let's say that we have all of this information that has been given to us by our boss or our client, and maybe we have 12 or 13 pages of it. It would take us forever to make all of those look good. So we're going to use paragraph styles and character styles to make this quicker. So I am in the advanced workspace. And here to the right, we have paragraph styles and character styles. Let's start with character styles. So right now we have none. I'm just going to make a new one by clicking the plus sign and then double click on this new one, character style 1. And I'm going to call this one names. So all of the names that we have written on here, we want to be looking like this. So go ahead and choose what kind of font that I want for this. I'm just going to use something simple. Regular is fine. Let's make it about 12 points. And we can choose all of this that we want to make. Like, let's go ahead and make it a color. I'm going to use this cyan and hit OK. Now I can just go through. Here we have a name. If I select just this name and click names, it has made it look the way we said. So let's highlight all of these names. So now that I look at it, it seems like they're a little small. So instead of going back and changing each one, I can just change the character style and it'll change it every time it finds that in the document. So if I go ahead and open this back up and say make this a little bit bigger, if you have this preview on, you can see it's doing it right here as we do it. And let's go ahead and change that to say bold. So this would really help if I had lots and lots of pages of this. So let's make one for the way these words and things look down here. So I'm going to make a new one. And this one I'm just going to call copy, just like body copy. And let's do that same font, Georgia, but not quite as big as that, maybe 14, and we'll leave it black. So if I go and select this right here that is the body copy, I can change all of those all at one time. You can also make these before you start typing them and then choose which one you want before you type all the stuff in there. Now, how about this title up here? Let's do this one a little bit differently. Let's make this one the way we want it to look and then add something based on that. So let's go find a different type of font. How about that one? And let's make it bigger. And we'll change the color to say red. So that's the way we want all our titles to look. Now that I've already created it, I can say make a new one, and it's going to base it on what was selected. So let's double click that and call it title. So now say if we wanted this one down here to look like the title, I can just select that. So the two different ways to do it is either you could just create it and manually type in the way you want it to look, or you could create it first and then click the plus and it's going to make a character style based on what you've already made. But what about like indents and spacing and bullet points and stuff like that? That's going to be in paragraph styles. So let's go over to paragraph style, and I want to make one for this up here that's called title. So I'm going to make sure nothing is selected, and I'm just going to make a new paragraph style. I'm going to call this is for my title. And let's, in indents and spacing, I'm going to make this centered. What just happened there? That's right. And then let's go down to paragraph rules, and I want to put a horizontal rule below that. And let's make it a couple of points. And we'll make that green for no particular reason. Let's go ahead and apply that to my title. And it added the little rule. Let's put it down here on this one too. Now that I'm looking at this, I feel like it's too close to that little line. So let's go and change this title so that it will add a little bit of space. So let's make sure nothing is selected. And let's double click it and let's change this a little bit. So on paragraph rules, I'm going to offset it just a little bit. And do you see it went ahead and changed it wherever it saw it? Okay, cool. So I also think this is a little too close to the first word of this. So I'm going to go to indents and spacing, and I'm going to put a little bit of a space after so that it'll give us some room between that. That's looking a lot better. All right, let's click off. Let's make some lists and things. So I'm going to go ahead and make a new one and call that lists. And I want to put bullets on there. So go to bullets and numbering, and let's just have bullets whenever you see a list. And I'm going to indent it in a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and put the paragraph style list on these. Cool, except for it's center justified, so let's fix that. I'm going to double click. Yeah, it is on center. Let's do left justified. That looks better. And then the space after, just nothing. So you can see how adding paragraph styles and character styles can help you automate your workflow and really go a lot faster.